So, our final table is miscellaneous, and that's staffed by Anthony Plasinski. Okay. And Victoria Best. Thank you both.
Thank you. All right, so miscellaneous, you'll hear a lot of doubling down of some of the things that you've already heard, but that's not a bad thing. The first comment we had was referring to individuals with different abilities, making sure that we are being open and have an open community for accommodations for them in terms of interpretation services, in terms of language, to make sure that that's open. The other part was giving an example from a similar legislation in Texas, openly stating that for language users such as those who speak Spanish. The ability to subpoena was reinforced, not only just subpoenaing police officers and city employees, but community members as well. Like that part of the legislation wants to make sure it sticks. Also, the 3 strikes for officers, making sure that that is a part of the consideration with the Police Accountability Board in terms of if officers have 3 strikes that they cannot serve in those roles in the future. Also, asset seizure, making sure that whatever is seized is given back. That was emphasized a lot. That was a point of conversation at our table. The Police Accountability Board should have its own legal representation that is funded, and there was a conversation of whether those funds should be from the city whole or should be taken out of portions of the police budget to fund that, so that other programs are not suffering due to the representation needed for the Police Accountability Board. And then the representation of the board came up in terms of more community appointed members versus members from the council and the mayor making up the majority. The large scale preventative measures, whether the Police Accountability Board is leading this or not, but at a wide scale for council to take into consideration the need for training for police officers in the areas of implicit bias and structural racism.
Thank you. Thank you both. Thank you. So that concludes the forum for this evening. We will be, we are transcribing the notes from each of the 3 forums. We'll determine where the comments are, which things come up most, which things really have need to be amended, need to be put into the legislation. We'll make the comments and the findings available, and we will keep you abreast throughout the process, and we will certainly, you've got your sign-in information, you'll know before we go to council that what the changes are. So again, I want to thank you all. I definitely appreciate your willingness to hang in there and work through this with us. This is an extremely important body of work. I appreciate your commitment to it. Thank you all and have a great night.